Hello, it's Simon Jones from Antiques for Everyone. One of the first things that I started collecting when I was a porter were glass paperweights. I used to see them coming up in the general sales that we held, and I always thought that they were amazingly beautiful and inexpensive, and it was something that I collected for a little while. This item here is a glass paperweight, but they're known as glass dumps, which is a bit of a strange name, but there is a reason for that. This dates to the 19th century, and during the 19th century, bottle manufacturers were prolific. There was a huge number of bottle manufacturers making a whole range of bottles for various purposes. But at the end of the day, you'd end up with a lot of leftover glass. And rather than wasting all that glass that they had produced, they started to make little objects with them, and glass dumps were one of them. So this is a fairly typical example of a glass dump. You can see that it's a green glass, and inside it has an amazing sort of flower design. I think they used a variety of materials. I did read online that they sometimes use things like foil or metal of some kind, and then they would take the molten glass and blow it into these useful glass paperweights which they could sell and make use of the glass that was left over. You can see on the base where it has been broken off at the base where it's been hand blown. And I think they're amazing little objects and beautifully made. They made them in quite sizable numbers, so because of that, they don't make a huge amount. I mean, this one in the current market, it's probably only sort of 30 to 50 pounds. But occasionally, if you get unusual designs inside, you get things like a crown or other motifs, then suddenly they can be very collectible. But I just think they're really beautiful items for not a huge amount of money. For people that collect paperweights, there's a whole variety of things. You can buy 19th century runs through to modern paperweights, like the Scottish paperweights. There's a whole variety of things that you can buy and collect. You can do that without spending a huge amount of money. But I think that the glass dumps that they produced were really interesting items and something you should look out for.